In difficulty?
I think you should go below it, actually.
Below, I know, because it was so difficult.
When is it? So what do you think of this last test is?
I don't know.
No test.
For us to get to do
That's not what I said.
No.
Yeah, my sister got a 4. She got to skip Calc 1. And then she didn't take math for a year, and then she went to Calc 2. And the professor on the first day said, she was like, 4
You need to drop my class.
and then my sister got an A. She was like one of the best professors I've ever had.
We went over this on Thursday.
I wasn't here. That was a week ago.
How do you put this in here?
It's like a.
Why do you think I'm gonna remember? It's like 50%. Okay, so again, because the warm-up was a disaster and a half, I would like you to write and evaluate using your calculator, which I'm not writing down, an integral that gives the area between the function y equals e to the x plus 1 from x equals 0 to x equals 4. I'll make your life even easier. Okay. Use your calculator to evaluate, even though you could do this one without.
So is you going on for spring break?
North Carolina.
Ooh.
Did you go by the ocean or not by the ocean?
Mm-hmm. Mom's.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Were you by Asheville?
About an hour and a half from Asheville.
I went there one time. I don't remember how far away we were from Asheville, but we drove to the mountains. I think we're kind of in between. Did you do any fun zip lining? That's what I did.
I did not do zip lining, but we rented a slingshot and drove on mountain roads. No. Do you not know what that is?
Vehicle.
It's a vehicle.
I've never heard of that before.
Never heard what?
A slingshot.
Slinging rocks.
Guys, there's a car that like people drive on the road that don't look legal.
They are illegal to drive on the road.
They just look really weird.
Okay, so
They
I'm
do.
still trying to figure out
2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back.
Yeah, it looks super fancy.
It was very zippy.
Where's my key at?
Do you have any fun stories from your trip?
Oh, you've gotta have some.
No, I didn't go with my sister-in-law.
Yeah, but you were with your husband.
He's the normal one of his siblings. I mean, relatively speaking.
Well, it says from 0 to 4. So you're from Hesperia. Where's your husband from?
Ohio.
We were okay. You took 2 people from some crazy spots and put them together.
That's what
Hesperia
happens in
and
college.
Ohio.
That's way cool.
Woo!
Carolina. Where did you say you went?
North Carolina.
Wait, where?
Why?
Jesse went to North Carolina too.
Who's Jesse?
I knew that she was at the Biltmore Estate. I knew it.
Oh, Jessie.
When I saw her post, I was like, I've been there.
Your girlfriend.
Yeah, they went there together. It's crazy.
I heard they met up just to talk crap about you.
Okay. What's the integral? The integral from? Yeah, like not a big guess there. 0 to 4
That's what I got.
of e to the x plus 1 dx. Don't forget your dx's. When you write on the AP test, you have to have that dx. What do you get?
57.598.
Yep.
How do you do that?
How do you know that from the graph? Because it's just the graph of e of x.
You just type it with your calculator.
I know we just typed it in our calculator. Oh, I did not type that into my calculator.
That would explain it.
Yeah.
We're not
How do you do
Math
that?
Math.
right now is like, have I done these things right?
Math 9. Literally said this 3 minutes
I
ago.
know that one, but how was I supposed to put f of x in there earlier? I didn't get that.
You
Do I put literally f?
no. You type the equation.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Woo! I love this class.
Okay, so let me say this. So speaking of Garrett's question, even though this is not what he asked, if you were like, hey, I put it in my calculator so that I could take a look at it, it's e to the x plus 1. It does not have any x-intercepts. It looks like that. You can do the integral from this screen, though, too. If you do second trace from here, there's your integral is number 7. This one's kind of satisfying. Type in your lower limit, which would be what? 0, and hit enter. Type in your upper limit, which would be 4. Satisfying because it does shade it for you. Ooh. So exciting.
I think I worked out a little better.
Okay.
I did it way better.
Now, you still would have to write this on the AP test. You still have to write this, but if they're letting you use your calculator, you don't have to do any more work than this. You write this and you write that, and you're done. Okay. Now, what happens? What do you think happens if we had something like this? And this I would like in your notes, because I'm not even going to give you equations to deal with this. Oh, yeah. What if I ask for this area? Because this is where we're really going. We've talked about the area between a graph and the x-axis. That's what definite integrals were, and we talked about that in chapter 4. This is different because it's now talking about the area between two graphs. Okay? So if I want the area between those two graphs, what do I need to know? What's one thing I need to know?
Yeah, the area of the original.
I need to know the area under the curve of the original, so I need the area under the blue graph, and I also need, Mason said both graphs, he just went a step further, I need the area underneath the line.
Under the line is like, it's not straight down. You know?
Okay, what else do I need to know? What? Nope.
Where they intersect.
Where they intersect, right? So I need to know this and this. So notice if I do the area, I'm going to color code this for you. If I did, we'll make it blue. Well, if I did this area, so Ashton said the area of the underneath the original. If that's all this, right? That's all of that. So see that it doesn't matter what's outside, because when I have those intersection points, it limits. And then if I do the area that's below here, we'll call this brown.
So you really gotta find intersection points first.
You gotta find the intersection points first. And then I would do the area of the whole thing, right? How do well, then I subtract that, right? I would do the area of the whole thing, and I'm taking away that area that's brown.
Well, we would have numbers then.
We would have numbers, right? Okay, so let's say then that we have the equation y equals negative x squared plus 5x minus 4.
You just have to graph them to know which one's like the original.
Well, just a second. That's a good question. I will answer it. And then let's go y equals x plus 1. So what the word that you're looking for is not original. It's what's on the top, right? So yes, you do need to graph that, or else you're going to have to use your brain, both of which are a possibility.
Would I ever ask for like that brown area?
That's an easy one. Why?
Oh, because it's don't even need the blue one, like the big one.
The only reason you need the top one would be to get the intersection point, right? And then you would do just the area from the lower intersection to the upper intersection. Okay, so first thing I want us to do is, so these should be similar. If you look at this graph and you put these guys in your calculator, that should be similar. So go ahead and graph those and take a look at them. Uh-huh. Oh, poo. We gotta make this like, they don't intersect. So what happens?
minus 8.
No.
Y x minus 8.
Just a second.
Which one should we keep?
We're going to keep the parabola.
Thanks.
Yep.
Checked out the lunch line.
So make this
You
0.1x.
want the rundown?
Yes.
So excited to
We
check
have
out
like
the-
condiments. You want the rundown?
I know. I saw the lunch menu. It's ginormous, which is amazing for you guys.
So basically, what happens is there's in the line where Landon Chasen's mom is, that's gonna be pasta for good. Where Tex-Mex usually is gonna be Tex-Mex, and then pizza is where pizza usually is. But then where the breakfast line is,
It's a burger.
it's like burger and chicken, and everything like is just better.
There's also-
That's what it looked like it was better.
Fajitas looks like real chicken and real rice, and like it looks like the stuff's gonna be
the same
decent.
thing every day.
No,
Well, I
no.
think it's gonna get changed up. Like the pasta will be pasta, just a different
Kind.
pasta.
Like I do know that like when we were looking at it in Success, like hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken sandwich every day. Tex-Mex is every day because people like that, and then pizza again will be every day. But then the big ones. But I think though you're right that it's pasta. It'll be different pastas and different sauces.
I'm not gonna complain
Maybe
because
an
I
extra
think
line for these.
yeah, I think after 20 days it'll get old, but we only have.
I think it looks really good. It looks like nice changes.
What did he mean by they were serving us?
So they serve us for the first 3 days, but then after that it's self-service.
Oh,
It's
really?
Just so that we can get into the routine. I think that they probably should make a limit of how much you take.
No, I think it's good. So we fired our
Yes.
I think I wonder if they subcontracted it out. Like they hired a company.
Oh, yeah,
Did they do
there
that?
are chefs like walking around. They'll talk to you like it says their thing on it. Like I talked to the lead chef today.
So I think they hired a company to come in and do it.
Yes, because we fire our lunch.
No,
Not necessarily. They're still working, but
Or
somebody to
whatever
come in and supervise and be like, we're going to do all these things.
Are you the most handsome chef? Miss Douglas, do you agree that Bobby Flay is the most handsome?
I don't
chef?
really care. I couldn't pick Bobby Flay out of the police lineup because I do better things with my time. Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Talking
So-
about the police.
I don't think I've ever heard of that name.
Yeah, well, never mind.
Not knowing Bobby
Okay.
Flay is like not knowing like.
Dude,
I drove by this
Yo,
Can you guys
Miles' hair.
be quiet? I love Miles' hair. It's great.
I like it too.
Okay.
I really do.
This is I can't tell what was more important, Alex's haircut or Miles doing his hair like this. What was more important?
You know what? You're wasting my time and I don't like it.
Oh, hey, we're
You
wasting
guys-
your time.
Thanks, Caleb. You started this. So we're here with this is 0.1x plus 1. Okay, so remember that your calculator does intersection points. Do you remember how they do it?
Yeah.
So second trace and then intersect would be number 5. So the thing that's important, because there are 2 sets of intersection points that you need to make sure that you're close to the one that you want. So enter, enter, enter. So your first one is 1.449. And then when you do it again, because you have to do it again, just make sure that you're close to the other side of it, so that to the other intersection point, so it picks up that one. Otherwise, it will just pick whichever one it wants. So you kind of have to tell it what to do, you know? So 3.451 is what I got. So when we start talking about writing this, yep, it's okay. These are X values, not a stupid question. I guess I just assumed. We know what happens when you assume. So what we need to do is find the area underneath the parabola. How do we write that? Integral from those X values, 1.449 to 3.451 of the parabola. So negative x squared plus 5x minus 4 dx. Minus the integral of the other thing from on the same boundaries. So 0.1x plus 1 dx. Now, yes, Asher.
Will there ever be an instance where it's expected to solve this algebraically?
Yes, but the numbers will be nice.
you mean like the intersection points will actually like be fireable?
Good?
Why is it 0.1x?
Because I made it 0.1x.
So it intersects.
So that it intersects, because otherwise it did not intersect. Now, this is fine. We can put this in our calculator. We could do it by hand if we needed to. We don't want to because it's ugly. But listen, you can combine these. I want you to be careful when you combine them. It works kind of like the distributive property a little bit. Okay, I am allowed to. They have the same boundaries, so I can make this into one integral. 3.451, 1.449. The first one minus the second one, dx. Okay, now, first question I have for you is why did I put parentheses around what I put parentheses around?
Subtraction stuff.
Because it's subtraction. Okay. If I was going to put this in my calculator, if it was just to put in my calculator, I'd probably put it in like this. But if I had to do it by hand, which I'm not going to make you, but I would distribute it and simplify it so that I had only one thing to deal with, right? So this actually would be minus 0.1x minus 1. So this I could put in my calculator most efficiently as negative x squared plus 4.9x minus 5 dx.
But we could just put the big long one in our calculator too, right? Like
Yes, but when you are doing it by hand and you're time limited,
Yeah.
it's a good idea to,
Do you have to put parentheses around stuff for the dx?
you should. I should have had them up here and I didn't write them. Okay, so here's what I'd like you to do. I would like you to write an expression for the area between y equals negative x squared plus 4. No. Yep. And then y equals x squared minus 4. Okay, now I want you to write an expression for the area between those, and I would like you to do that without using your calculator. You don't have to evaluate it, but you could. So think about what did earlier Mason said you probably have to find this first. What did he say? The intersection points first. So how do you find an intersection point without using your calculator?
critical values.
No.
I was just saying equal to
You
each other.
set them equal. Without using your calculator, that would be the critical word there. You set them equal to each other. We're not using our calculator.
Yeah, you can graph by hand.
Oh, graph by hand. You graph by hand. But that's not going to really help you find where they intersect.
I don't even want to try to graph this man. It's just quadratics, but I don't like it.
I don't think this one would be that bad, but
Nope. So Ashton asked this question also, so this is another reason we're talking about this. We would have anyway. Don't yell at Ashton. Like if you had to do this by hand, he said, if you had to do these by hand, would it come out nice? And the answer is yes.
Oh, that one's minus 4.
we got x equals. There we go.
These are x squared.
Once I got that, and I can plug those in for my integral.
You can't do this since she x squared, x squared, x squared.
What are you talking about right now?
You gotta move your x squared.
And then you have to do the integral of both of them.
Can we skip the step where we show like that before we combine them, or like is
Yep, yeah, you can skip that.
okay?
Okay, listen please to what I said. You do not have to evaluate. I only want you to write the integral. Because first of all, we need to talk about some things before we move on.
Oh yeah, integrals. Evaluating, that's like the final thing.
Number.
Minus. Okay. So you said the two different.
Bro, let's turn it into zero. Or am I doing my no?
Oh, it definitely
Does it matter which one's on
Wait,
top?
no, it doesn't.
Definitely does.
And we just know that.
No, we don't. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so first of all, let me ask you this question. When you set these equal to each other, just a quick review of solving things. X is to one side, numbers to the other. So add your x squared and get what on this side?
To negative 2x squared.
You moved yours to the other side. That's fine. It's fine. It will work out. I moved my 4 over here because 4's got to go the other side. So you should end up with some variation of either 8 equals 2x squared or negative 8 equals negative 2x squared. What are you going to do?
Divide by 2.
Okay. And then you're going to get x squared is equal to 4. So x is equal to what?
Plus or minus 2.
Plus or minus 2. And why is,
Square rooting.
because you're square rooting, and why is it important that you have 2? You got 2 intersection points. So there's 2 intersection points there. Okay, so there's that. Now, the question is, which is why I interrupted, like, does it matter which one is on top? Yes, it does, but use your brain. Okay, what's the y-intercept of the top one? 4. What's the y-intercept of the bottom one? Which one is on the top? The first one. This is a positive 4 y-intercept. You guys, it's an upside down parabola. You can sketch that. Okay, don't lose your ever-loving mind. It looks like this. Who cares if it's perfect? It's not. This one, what's his y-intercept? Negative 4. And he's a right side up parabola. So he probably looks like this. Does it matter? It doesn't matter if that's not exact or not. Do I know what one is on the top?
Yeah.
I absolutely know what is on the top, and I know where they intersect. That's all I have to know. Where do they intersect and which one is on the top? Okay, so when you do this, when you do area, it is always top minus bottom. Okay, bottom. Always, always, always top minus bottom. So this guy, the integral, the area here would be your area of the brown one, right? This one's a little bit different when you think about the picture. The area under here is negative. So, but you're going to subtract the negative,
That becomes 0.
which will add it. We'll add it. Okay, so anyway, I don't really care about the picture. All I want then is the integral. So the one on the top is negative x squared plus 4 from negative 2 to 2 dx, and you're subtracting the other one, which would be x squared minus 4 dx from negative 2 to 2. Now, you guys, if it was me, I would be putting this all together.
We just multiply the 1 by 2 and not subtract anything.
In this case, yes, but I don't really want you to, because it won't always work. Mason, did you hear me? It doesn't always work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to subtract the x squared, so I have negative 2x squared, and then I have 4 minus negative 4, so that's plus 8 dx. There would be my single integral, which, listen to me, if they were asking you for this, unless they said write a single integral, which I don't think that they would do, then this would be fine. Okay, that's just not a single integral. This would be the single integral.
I'm confused. What were you talking about like the negative turning positive and stuff? It's subtracted.
This area right here, this would be the area between
So it can be, if it was above, it could be added. If it,
no, listen, the area down here, because it's top minus bottom,
yeah,
the top, this is positive area up here.
yeah,
This is negative area, this pink stuff. Why?
because it's below.
Because it's below. And so we're subtracting that negative, and so they will actually end up adding together when we're done. Because minus and negative. Now,
Yeah.
if I asked you to do this by hand, you could. What's the antiderivative of this?
So negative 2/3 t. So let's say that.
Yep, and you would plug in your 2 and your negative 2, and you would evaluate. Okay, but I'm not going to make you do that. Close enough. Okay, so I would like you to find the area between y equals let's go e to the x minus 2.
I'm so excited for this lunchtime.
I'm honestly not thrilled. I'm a man of routines. I don't like it being switched.
I heard there was something in the middle, but I think that's gonna be kind of frustrating because it's gonna be subpar. Now that it's
Subpar.
No, I'm gonna just change this a little bit and tell you that I want the first quadrant area.
Yes, calculator or no calculator?
Yes, please use your calculator.
Just had to double check.
Okay, so I'm looking for the first quadrant area that is between those two graphs. So what I want from you on your paper is I want you to write an integral, so a complete integral, and then you may use your calculator to evaluate it.
so a singular integral.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because at least like now subbars like
Garrett,
I'm typing in a calculator.
be quiet. You're distracting other people.
What the heck? What am I doing?
This area right here. This area right
There's a lot of yeah, it's that little triangle under.
Okay, so I guess I got to give you a little more information, don't I? And the y-axis. Okay, so this is a good thing to talk about. When they say, because they'll say this to you, find the area bounded by. They use the words bounded by these things. That means it can only be touching those things. So, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that there's that little triangle there. This is the guy I'm looking for because he's the one bounded by the y-axis.
It's above the one card curve, not below it.
It's between the curves, but not below the curves. Would it be?
Would it be by the y or the x-axis?
Does that make you happier? Okay, nope, let's do this. There you go. I'm looking for the area between e to the x minus 2, 4 minus x, and the y-axis.
Yes.
Oh.
So there's dips a little bit down into the fourth quadrant there. They only intersect at one point.
Yeah, we don't care about the part that dips. Yes.
Yeah, but isn't that what everyone was just saying?
But if we're bounded by the y-axis,
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
Thank you.
Star, dude.
What the-
Piss me off, calculator.
This whole triangle right here is below this one, right?
Yeah.
This
Mhm.
whole section right here.
well, and you can literally look at it like it's above, right?
So we're finding the part that's.
Like don't overcome.
This is
Okay, just a second. Let me see if I can help you out.
Look at it for this.
So we wanna find this area right here that is below this one, but above this one, that's the same thing we did the other one. When we did it before,
So
it was below the original.
is the second one the one on the top now?
Okay, you guys, this is. I'm glad you're asking your questions because, sometimes I overestimate what is common sense because I've been doing this a long time. So this is, first of all, my fault because I didn't think right. Okay, so we're looking for the area between e to the x minus 2, 4 minus x, and the y-axis. So it's this little dealy right here. Right now, in this shape, what is on the top? Does that make sense? It's that specific shape. In the shape we're trying to find, you go with what's on top there. Because it switches, right? It switches further down the line. So it's what's on the top in the area that you're trying to find.
Sometimes in Calc you talk about weird end behavior things that come up for no reason.
The second one is on the top.
So you only have one intersection point, but you use x equals 0 because it's bounded by y.
Because it's the y-axis.
We erased the first quadrant bit.
Because it does dip down a little bit into the fourth quadrant down there.
You said you just want the integral, not the actual area.
No, I want the actual area, but choose your calculator. So I need you to have two things. I need you to have the integral that you would use and the final answer.
Not the integral I'd use, but I don't know what.
Put it in your calculator.
Plug in for
Math
X.
9. Wait, what do you mean? What do you plug in for
You're
x?
solving for x right now here.
Oh. Oh.
Am I in right? Someone?
Garrett, did you find the intersection point?
Yeah.
Okay.
But on both.
Okay.
I have my equation.
Okay. Then you just put in your calculator. There is no x. X is a variable.
So it gives X for you.
You put
I was
x.
thinking you had to do something to like plug in for X and then.
No,
After string break, everything's gone.
that's okay.
So you make sure, because that's what I did, is that's.
So we get X and then
It's
like a 4.3.
Why is yours positive x? Negative x up there?
Well, yeah, but you subtract it over to the top minus bottom.
But this is the top.
Is that the top?
I'm being.
I think so.
I think it is. You're right.
4 minus x is the top. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Because once I get shook, I'm just.
Yeah, I got negative one.
The whole point
Yeah, look, your negative 16 didn't screw you up really at all. It just turned negative. That's so weird.
And what might you
I don't know about all that. Well, actually, no, I don't know all that.
Okay. So first question or first necessary thing to find is that intersection point, which you guys, this is never one that you would be expected to find by hand because that's ridiculous. What is it? 1.5. Whoops, I wrote it wrong. 1.503. Okay. Now, what are you going to do? What's your integral?
From 0 to 1.5.
Yep, 0 to 1.503 of what?
4 minus x minus parentheses e to the x minus 2 parentheses dx.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the dx.
If you did it with 2, then it would be 0 to 1.503 of 4 minus x dx minus 0 to 1.503 of e to the x minus 2 dx.
A lot more writing than I want to do.
Indeed. If I was going to do it, I'd probably go one more and call it 6 minus x minus e to the x.
Exactly what I did.
0, 1.503 dx.
So where, how's Woodley at?
I got the
You had
6.
chopped off that
I don't
fourth quadrant
Understand
stuff.
why parentheses are not.
You can't do it with what the information I've given you so far. Because the x-axis creates a little bit of extra issue. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can give you another one that is decent here.
I got it.
Oh, what is it?
I literally got 4.393.
393? 4.393.
Explain how the little tip gets accounted for in there.
The negative part.
This right here.
Yeah, it's okay, miss.
The fact that it's done that for us, right?
Yeah, so
That's area under the curve.
yeah, but listen, so you're doing the area from here to here, right? Which is positive. Same way the other one did. This is also the integral of this guy from here to here, which is negative but adds on.
I get the process, but I don't get how it like really works.
No, look,
Like, I get how it's negative and adds. but-
So when we find the area under the top curve of the straight line, that only goes to the line, to the x-axis, right?
Correct.
And I don't use that for.
Okay, so remember that it's area. We did definite integral. We were talking almost always about things above the axis. But definite integral is the distance or the area between a curve and the axis. So flip it. This brown one is still the area between the curve and the x-axis.
So that gets minus the negative.
Correct.
Chunk, so that gets added on and then it's minus the positive.
Correct. So it gets taken away. Yes, that's why I was pointing to you. Okay.
She had a place to keep adult baby or
I gotta figure that out. Once I figure it out, I'll check.
get a lot of this.
I got everything except for the thing on the wall. Literally everything. The 1.5. I did everything else. I got this.
Or is this not right?
No, this is totally wrong.
That's princess treatment.
Okay, there you go.
Princess treatment. Took you to a 5-star restaurant.
And then there's a lot of parts.
Bare minimum.
And then negative x minus e to x. Put them together. I just can't figure out how to get it.
So I want you to find the area between alpha x and beta x.
Hear me out. Put them equal to each other. I got x equals 6. Then you jump to this step. You keep that 6. And what you do basically, okay, is you plug this in on this side for this one. But hasn't been done yet. No. There's definitely a straight between. Then you take it and you rewrite the calculator, you subtract this over, and then you subtract that over. But this doesn't matter, it's just equals negative x minus e to x. Have that.
Are we using calc for this?
I think we have to.
Whoa.
Okay, good. I really like the
Zero is
calculator.
because we're starting at
Okay.
Do this, then you just do the integral and then plug in the things and subtract.
Yeah, well,
Almost there.
it's fine. This is why now.
This is real though. This part.
And then I'll show you.
It was on the side. Right.
Sounds funny earlier.
So we're talking about the area between these two. That's this, I know, what's on the top.
Always right, just like on the 10 test, you get 20%.
No, that runs up to 85.
So Miss Douglas,
Don't you?
I thought earlier you said the y-intercept was indicative of what was on top.
No. For that one it was.
Okay.
Look at the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept on that is 6. The y-intercept on this is 0.
Yeah, I know, that's why I
You know
think,
what's on top?
but to me, on the intersection point, it
We
looks like
have-
the other one's on
We
top.
have 3 weeks
Okay,
Doesn't kind of look like that.
so when we talk
They all
about,
have tests.
yes,
So
when
next
we
week's
talk
state,
about
don't even really have
the
that.
area between them, where
That
we
means
just,
that we have
this section here, right? What's on the top?
Yes, all the
Blue
others.
one.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just, because it switches what's on top.
Yeah.
So it's just in that area.
What, they got it.
Kayla!
I'm just talking to the people about how we basically have 2 weeks left because next week is fake. With all the testing.
We will be doing things in this class.
Okay.
What?
Don't even give me that crap, Garrett. We have an AP test to prepare for. Yep.
Gary, you can take a few hits
Hey,
on the homework.
You guys, zip it and do this. I think you get some nice numbers. Further intersections anyway.
Yeah, you do.
I wish there was a way to stay in intersection mode.
Yeah, I know.
Are you supposed to get a nice number at the end?
Probably not.
The intersections are nice, but not the intersection. I think for at least the SAT day is the first day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think when we get that second half of the day off, I'll probably just come in here and leave.
I have not heard that you get the second half of the day off.
Really?
That might be fake news.
That's tragic.
We did get that, didn't we get that last year?
Yeah, we did.
I thought that was kind of pointless though.
Yeah, they did it traditionally. We were like the first time.
Yeah, I know, they were just testing it out. I feel like it didn't do anything.
You're saying like we want all that?
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Maybe we did.
what is your integral?
I just remember.
Negative 2 to 3.
Negative 2 to 3. Of what?
Negative x squared plus 6.
Plus X.
Yeah, plus the x.
right? If you moved it over, if you wanted to write it as 1, dx, what do you get?
20.83.
Remember, the AP test does not like you to do repeaters, so you got to write them. Okay? So don't put 0.83 with a line over it. Now, for those of you that do not like to write, do you know what else would be acceptable? Would be this. It's not much less writing, but if f of x and g of x are defined for you in the problem, you absolutely may refer to them as f of x and g of x.
But they'd still need
Can we just
number
skip
answer,
that whole
right?
step?
You still would need a numerical answer, but you could skip this whole step, right? Because this would be, if they said write an integral and evaluate it, then this would be totally acceptable.
Yeah, but you need to get the answer. You need to have the numbers already.
Correct.
So
you need to say like f of x minus g of x.
No, because it would already be given to you. So you don't have to define it. If you don't want to use it, don't use it.
that's what I thought.
Okay. Now, I want you to listen to me a second. One more time. I'm going to explain this once more, and I don't really want to explain it again. Okay? Yes?
If you define something for yourself, like if you write f prime of an equation, can you then use f prime in your...
As long as you define it in your, like at the top of your question, you absolutely can.
I had to do that in the online assignment.
Okay, so this is the area that we are talking about. The question that people are asking is they're like, but over here, Mrs. Douglas, the line is on the top. So how do I know which one it is? It is absolutely all about what area are we talking about. So in this region of the area, we're talking about that. What's on the top? It's the curve. Okay, so don't overthink it. And it's always top minus bottom of the area that you are talking about. Okay.
The AP test will probably be super specific about it and be like within this general area, right?
They will say, like you'll see things like this, bounded by this, and the y-axis, or this, and the line x equals 5, which means they're just giving you the end boundary. So they're pretty specific about it. Now, like for example, I could have said this. This one I could have said, never mind, I'm not even going to go there. Okay. I want you to, we're going to find the area between, and actually we will use the words bounded by. The AP test likes the words, use the word bounded by. I said this earlier, but you guys weren't 100% listening. When the AP test says bounded by, that means it can't be touching anything else. It's just those things. Okay, so we're going to go bounded by the graph of f of x equals x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1, and g of x is equal to x. Now, I would like you to graph those, and I want you to take a look at them before you make any assumptions, okay? Because this does present us a different issue. Number one issue being that you should probably zoom in so you can look at it a little better.
So your pre-calc
You have
class
a
has a
double
test on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And a quiz tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That is brutal.
Totally.
We have a double open.
But
You do.
You don't even have to study for the quizzes, remember? Your test grade bumps all the quizzes.
I think I still study for it anyway.
This one on time.
Oh, you can do that.
Just the two.
Can't go over the test.
Okay, so let me ask you this, what your graph approximately looks like. And if we're talking about the area bounded by those two graphs, then we're talking about this area here, this is bounded, and this area here, this is also bounded. Okay, there's no boundary on the other side. So here's my question. First of all, what do you need?
Intercepts, right?
You need their intersection points. How many?
3.
You need all 3 of them. So go ahead and find those.
I feel like the top one is the one that's up above. My theory.
actually can even trace instead of intercept.
I know, bro.
Kind of a lame intersection point.
This one would be
So
just.
what intersection, do it twice and subtract or add, whichever.
Well, just a second. 2.247. Okay, so we have a problem. What is the problem?
We don't know which one's on top.
We do know which one's on top. Look at it.
What? What do you mean?
You told me both of them are on top at different
The one on
points.
left.
They are both on the top, but at different points. So what do you have to do?
Do it twice.
Is
You have to swap them.
you have to split this into two, right? You can do this one with the parabola or the x cubed graph on top, f of x on top. Then you do this one with g of x on top. Okay, we will pick up right there tomorrow.